key to this is you want to have a bit of diversity because we're going to make a very natural looking wreath. So lots of different bits are nice, and I tend to try and collect in threes so I can place them around the wreath, not too symmetrical, and it's amazing how it gives it a lovely flow when they're placed in threes, and obviously then you're filling in the gaps with other things. So I've got some lavender, which you should have. I've got some Leylandii hedge, which you should have, or at least there'll be some locally, and maybe you can ask a friend. I've got some yew stems, another evergreen. I've also got some rosemary, and rosemary is lovely for remembrance, so it's nice to honour those who we love, who can't be with us at Christmas, with remembrance in our wreaths. I've got some sedum heads here, and as I say, I've collected those in threes, so I'm going to try that. I'm also going to try out some fuchsia because they're looking lovely. I'll see how they dry. They may amount to nothing, but I'm going to give it a go. I've also got some ivy, and this is a great one for just giving you the seed head detail that looks really festive. So, so I've got some ivy. I haven't got holly, and the reason why I haven't got holly this early in the day is because the leaves will go black and the berries will be eaten by the birds. However, if you are doing your wreath later and you're nearer to 21st of December or even the 18th of December, and you've only got a few weeks of Christmas, hollies are a beautiful addition to your front door. But I'd say this with the caution that the birds will eat the berries, which is lovely, part of our Christmas present to nature. So what I need you to do before you actually put your material to your wreath is to start trimming it down to about 6-inch pieces. So what's really good is, don't feel you can't use bits like a long stem. You can absolutely use them multiple times. And I tend to use it so that the cut end, you can see the reverse, the cut end is to the back. And then I will place the very tip on the top. So I'm creating a nice spray of foliage. I always start with an evergreen base and then layer up with other things. So I'm going to prep some of my materials so I've got a nice flow to how I show you how to construct your wreath, and I would recommend you do the same, otherwise you'll find that you'll stop starting and it's easier to sort of not pick up quite so easily where you left off if you have to just prep with foliage. You will have to do it a bit as you go through the process. I'm going to cut these down a little bit because I don't necessarily need all that leaf, sedum leaf in there, so I'm going to prep that. And I've also got my rosemary, my lavender, this honesty. So I probably try and bunch it for maximum impact together. And I've got this little pennywort weed, which looks so like stars in a wreath. I love it. Another one that also looks really great is Old Man's Beard, or clematis, which you will see in the hedgerows. And it is quite a pernicious weed, so nobody will mind if you go and pick those seed heads.